too late.
Oh, right.
The right time.
Yeah.
So, welcome to day 2. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So today, again, we're just going to focus on the exhalation. So we spoke about that briefly yesterday, because week 1 of the challenge is easing in, and in order to ease in, we need to sort of relax into it, and the exhale is the breath that we really need to be able to soften and to relax into something, to ease into it. So this whole week, I really want to focus on emphasizing the exhalation. And if you, and so I know some people, they struggle with their breath and they feel like they can't breathe properly during yoga or even during their day. And the first thing to look at with the breath is the exhale. So if you know that you have quite a short breath and you want to work on improving the length of your breath, then exhale is the way to really go and focus on just trying to exhale for longer. And one technique we can do to improve the length of the exhale is Ujjayi. If you don't know how to do that, I'm going to do a video on that. I said it yesterday, but I will do a video on that. But for now, you can just breathe out through your mouth as if you're breathing out through a straw. So you just purse your lips and then you just blow out. And literally, you'll notice that you can get the breath length longer. So as we work through the postures, I'll emphasize the exhale and just remind you to really try to lengthen that breath. And you'll just find that you just sort of really can go to a deeper level with your practice. And then also we did talk about the core muscles. So when we're exhaling, if it's possible, we're going to try to just pull up the pelvic floor and just pull in the tummy. So there's a slight, not really, I'm not saying we're just really strong, but just like a slight engagement on the exhale. And we're going to start to sort of really to get those muscles a bit more involved in the yoga practice, and just to have a bit more awareness around our core muscles and our pelvic floor muscles. So with all that said, we'll come into our practice. And so I'm just going to start standing today. And I must move that spotlight right on me. Okay, so just come up to a standing position. So your feet are hip width apart, and just feel the spine lengthening. Maybe just tuck the chin slightly and relax the shoulders. Have the eyes closed if you can. And just bringing your focus onto your breath. And then we're going to start to move. So the first movement we're going to do is just simply side sweep the arms all the way overhead, taking them overhead, and then turning the palms out, and then just exhaling those arms down to your sides. Okay, so we're going to do that linked with the breath. So on the inhale, we're going to side sweep the arms over, maybe open the eyes for this bit. Inhaling and then exhaling. So remember, if you want to do your straw breath, I'm doing Ujjayi, but if you want to do straw breath, then you can. So inhale and then one more round. Good. So we're going to do it again. But this time, when we get to the top, we're going to interlace the fingers, push the fingers away. And then on that exhale, we're going to come into just a really gentle twist. Then we'll inhale back to centre, and then we'll come into a gentle twist on the other side. Inhale back to centre, and then we're going to exhale the arms down. Okay, so we'll do that 3 times together. So inhaling the arms, side sweeping overhead. Interlace the fingers, and then as we exhale, turning to the side. Inhale center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale center. And then exhale to lower the arms. So even when we're lowering the arms down, still feel as if you can pull in and up those tummy muscles. Okay, again, inhale, side sweep, the arms overhead, all the way to the top. Interlace the fingers, and then on the exhale, twisting. Exhale, arms back down. Last round. Side sweep, arms overhead, and lace the fingers. And then exhale into your twist. Center. Exhale, really pulling up the pelvic floor, engaging the core muscles as you take the arms down and you exhale. Beautiful. Okay. So the idea of this is that we're just warming up the spine. So we've lengthened, we've twisted the spine, and now we're going to just do a slight side bend, a lateral bend, just to kind of warm up the sides of the body. So again, just sweeping the arms overhead, interlocking the fingers. And here we need to pause on the exhale. So this is a real good opportunity to pull in and up the pelvic floor muscles here as we exhale. And then on the inhale, see if you can keep some engagement in your tummy muscles as you come into a nice side bend. Don't go too far, especially on the first one. Inhale back to center, and then you're going to exhale to the other side. Inhale back to center, keeping that engagement. And then again, exhaling, keeping that engagement in the tummy and the pelvic floor. Beautiful. Okay. 2 more rounds. Inhaling, taking the arms overhead. Exhale here, pull in and up. Keep that engagement to support you as you come into your side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Center. And then exhale, lower the arms. Okay, do the last one in your own time. Okay, so inhaling. Big round of breath there. Okay, exhale the arms down. Okay, good. So we're going to come into some forward bends. I'm just turn that heater off because I'm sweating. So coming into standing position. So we did some forward bends yesterday, so just to remind you, we inhale as we take the arms over. Today we're going to take the arms behind and place them on the lower back as we come forward. And just have a real nice bend in the legs, especially for the first couple. Coming up. Yeah. And then you exhale to take the arms down. So just keep the legs soft and think about lengthening the spine. And again, exhale, nice little exhale as we go down and see if there's some engagement as we move forward, if there's any engagement in the tummy muscles there. So when you're ready, you can inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms behind, placing the hands on the lower back. Coming all the way down, nice soft legs. Tuck the head in at the end. And then when you're ready, inhale to come all the way up. Taking the arms overhead as well as you come up. And then exhale to lower the arms. Sweeping the arms overhead on the inhale. Exhale, coming forward, placing hands on the lower back. Really pulling in the tummy, keeping the legs nice and soft. And then when you come into land, with your tummy on your thighs, you want to put your tuck your head in, your chin towards your chest if you can. Inhale, start to move, coming up, pushing through the feet, come all the way up. Flicking the arms overhead, and then exhale to lower the arms. Okay, good. So we're going to take 3 more rounds of that, but we're going to add in a stay. So we're going to stay for 1 breath in a half a forward bend. So I'll show you just really quickly. So we know this part, so we just did that. Exhale. So then when we get to here, we're going to come up and we're going to try to see if we can straighten the legs and straighten the back best we can, trying to keep the head in line. So we're looking for some kind of L shape. Hopefully I'm sort of there. So we come up and do that on the inhale, and then as we go back down, we exhale, soften the knees again, drop the head towards your legs, and then inhale to come back up. So we're just doing some work to strengthen the back and sort of engage those back muscles. Okay, so we're only going to do it 3 or 4 times, just to wake up the back. So when you're ready, inhale, sweeping the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, forward fold, chin is in, legs are soft, coming down, taking your torso to the tops of your thighs. Inhale, push through the feet, lengthen the legs, try to get that back nice and straight, maybe even shoulder blades are working towards each other slightly, keeping that neck in line best you can. Exhale, soften knees, folding forward, tummy to thighs. Inhale to come all the way back up again. Sweeping the arms as we go. And we're going to go straight into it this time. So exhale, forward bend. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming all the way up, sweeping the arms up. Last round. Forward bend as we exhale. We're really pulling in the tummy muscles if you can. Taking the head towards the knees, tummy to thighs. Inhale, halfway. Again, just see if you can have some engagement in those shoulders, bringing the shoulder blades towards each other. Best you can, keeping the head in line. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to bring the arms all the way overhead. It's nice for the back and the shoulders actually, just to really get some mobility going in the morning. Exhale to lower the arms. Okay, beautiful. So what we're going to do next, we are going to do, okay, so we're going to do some Warrior One. So we're just going to warm up a little bit with Warrior One. So to come into Warrior One, we're going to take the right foot, you're going to place the right foot 45 degrees, and then we're going to step forwards. It doesn't have to be a very big step. Just make sure that you're really pushing down in the heel at the back, in the foot that's 45 degrees, just to keep yourself stable. If you know that your balance isn't great, especially in the morning if you're tired, then you can slightly walk out this front foot just to give yourself a wider position to balance. If not, your heels will be roughly aligned on the same line. Okay. So to come into your Warrior One, on the inhale, we're going to bend the front leg and we're going to take the arms all the way overhead. And then when we come out, we're just going to exhale to lower the arms and lower the knee, straighten the knee. Okay. So really simple, but it's a real nice stretch and a nice back bend, a nice stretch for the back of the leg. So when we're ready, we're going to do it 3 times, inhaling, taking the arms overhead and bending that front knee. Taking the arms ideally in line with ears if you can, keeping the chin tucked in, pushing through that back heel. Exhale to lower. Two more times. And again. Inhale, take the arms overhead, arms in line with your ears, bending that front knee. Making sure that front knee is not going over your toes, just keeping that knee aligned over your ankle. And then you exhale to lower the arms. So just warming up into our warrior one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, if it's available to you this morning, depending on how you feel, the invitation is to come into a forward bend over the front leg. So we'll go into our warrior one, and then as we go into our forward bends, you might want to keep that front leg quite bent, especially for the first one. Just sweeping the arms behind like we did with the first set of forward bends, coming over, taking your nose to your knee, and then you're going to inhale to come up. And I'm really wobbly today, so I am going to just move my foot slightly out to give myself a wider base so I don't do a somersault. So let's go. When we're ready, we're going to start with both legs straight. We're going to inhale, take the arms overhead, bend that front knee. And then we're going to exhale, sweep the arms behind, coming into a forward bend, taking your nose towards your knee. Inhale to come all the way back up. And then exhale to lower. You can front sweep or side sweep the arms. Doesn't matter at this moment. When we're ready, we're going to go again. Sweeping the arms overhead on the inhale. Nice warrior one. And then exhaling, sweeping arms behind. I'm going to keep a nice bend in my legs still because I'm not warmed up completely. Inhale to come up. And then exhale to lower the arms. See if you can still really focus on that breath and use your short breath on the exhale, and see again as well that you can, if you can remember, because we forget sometimes, to really have that engagement in your tummy. It should be with every exhale that you're engaging your tummy. Last round, inhale, taking the arms overhead, into a lovely warrior one. Exhale, sweep the arms behind, keeping that knee bent, coming forward. Inhale to come up again. And exhale to lower. The arms and straighten the leg. Okay. So now if we can, we're going to step back, shuffle the feet back. Maybe you want to shake the legs out a little bit. And just notice the subtle difference between each side of the body. And then we're going to work on the other side. So taking the right foot, 45 degrees, stepping forward with your left side. So you might notice that one side is it's easier to forward bend on one side than the other. Or you might not. I know it is for me. I think this is my wobbly side. So let's move the foot out slightly. So starting with the legs straight. Just make sure that you're as best you can facing forwards. You're not too twisted. So bringing the hips round, but obviously not. They're not going to go completely 100% just because the back leg. So here we're going to inhale, take arms overhead again, bend the front leg, and then exhale. I'm just going to warm up first in the warrior, so just lowering the arms. Again, inhale, take arms overhead, bending the front knee, making sure the knee is in line with the ankle, not going over the toes. Pushing through that back heel. Oh, such a nice release in the calf muscles. When you push the back heel down, for me it is anyway. And then last round, inhale. Exhale to lower. Okay, so just straighten that leg, lowering the arms. And now we're going to come into the forward bend. So you're going to inhale as we come into our warrior one, bending that knee. Maybe keep the knee bent as we exhale. And we come over that forward leg. Just come down really slowly. Don't have to like speed into it. The idea, this yoga that we're practicing in the morning is quite a meditative yoga. So the aim is that we're working slowly because we're having a lovely long breath as we're moving. And we're moving in time with our breath. So the slower the breath, the slower the movement. And then we can really feel what's going on. And we're less likely to injure ourselves. And actually it works on a much more subtle level. And as we come up. Last round. Back to warrior one, and then you're going to exhale to lower the arms to finish. And then just stepping back. Oh, that was good. Okay. So we've done some nice forward bends to really try to enhance the length of that exhale, because when we forward bend, there is naturally the body wants to lengthen the exhale, I find anyway. And so now we're just going to do some twists, which also work beautifully with the exhalation. We did this yesterday, so the idea is that we're going to start to familiarise ourselves with some of these movements as we're going to repeat them some of the days. So coming into a standing wide leg stance, so your feet are wider than your shoulders, nice straight spine. So if you remember from yesterday, if you did the practice, you're going to inhale, you're going to take your arms up to shoulder height. And then on the exhale, you're going to move diagonally, taking the hand to the leg, the foot or the floor, depending on where you can come to. When we do this movement, we can take our hand and place it on the base of the opposite hand, we can place it on the base of the spine. And then when we're here, we want to focus on this shoulder to really try to increase the twist. Not like yanking ourselves around, but just gently seeing if we can open the body a little bit more. And then if you want an extra twist for the neck, if you know your neck is okay, then you're going to look up. If your neck's not okay, then you're going to keep it where it was. Then you're going to inhale, come back to center. Okay? So we're going to do that 4 times on each side. So when we're ready, inhale, taking your arms up to the side. And then exhale, diagonal movement, taking the arm to the leg. The opposite arm lands on the back of the pelvis. And then you're going to take that top shoulder, see if you can rotate it slightly, looking up. Remember to bring your tummy muscles in, there's a lot going on. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, working on the other side, coming into your twist. Inhale, back to center. So I'm doing this and I'm not breathing, so I'm going to do some nice breathing now. Inhale, make sure you're breathing too. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, nice long exhale. Pull those tummy muscles in as you come down, placing the hand on the leg, top shoulder, rotates, looking up if you can. Inhale, coming up on that diagonal. Exhale, moving on to the other side. I've lost count of how many we've done. I think that's 3. One more on each side. That's 1. So really see if you can bring the body over, get that compression in the tummy, top shoulder. Coming back, looking up. Beautiful. Inhale, back to center. Good. Exhale to lower the arms. Okay. If you want to just bring the feet in for a minute, just to have a little rest of having the legs apart, you can. But I'm going to stay here just to quickly show you the next thing that we're going to do. So we've done the twist, we've done forward bends, we've done twist, then we're going to do side bend, okay? And then later, as we move into the week, we're going to link these movements together. But for now, I'm just going to show you them as they are. So very similar to what we've just done, we're going to inhale. You're going to exhale here before we move. You're going to exhale, so that's an opportunity to really engage. And then on the inhale, we're going to come into a nice side bend. So you don't actually have to move that far in a side bend for it to feel quite good. So you're going to place your hands on your thigh and just come over to wherever's good for you. Remember to keep that tummy engaged on that side bend. Inhale back to centre. Sorry, exhale back to centre and then inhale back to the other side. I lost where I was then. Okay. So we're going to do that together. We're going to do 4 rounds. Okay, so let's start. So inhale. Exhale. Really engage the toe muscles. Keep them engaged as we come into that side bend. So just placing the hand anywhere on the thigh, bringing the hand over. If you want to have some movement in the neck, you can look up to your arm. Inhale back to centre. Sorry, exhale back to centre. And then inhale, moving to the other side. So the whole time here, we're going to try to keep our tummy engaged. So there's some support for the spine and the lower back. Unlike the twists, when we move into the twist on an exhale, we're going to move into the side bend on an inhale. Just allows the body to open up a bit more. So inhale, side bend. When you come into your side bend, think about coming up and then over. Okay, last one. It's quite strong for the muscles on your sides. Last one. Exhale lower. So yeah, so those what's the technical term, muscles on the sides. So the oblique muscles are really engaged here. Okay. What happened? I'm not. I've just pressed the screen. I shouldn't have done that. So there was a notification on the screen. Press the button and now I've messed it all up. So hopefully I'm still recording. Okay, so hopefully you're still there. And yeah, so we've got 10 more minutes. Okay, so we're just going to come down onto the mat. And then here, what we're going to do is we're going to take a, well, I'll show you. So you're going to lay flat on the mat. You're going to have one leg up, bent. You're going to have one leg flat on the mat, which is in. And then you're going to start with your arms overhead. Okay, so if you want to, you can inhale your arms overhead. And then what we're going to do is we're going to exhale, and we're going to bring the legs up. So as we exhale, I want you to think about contracting the muscles here. Okay, so exhale, inhale. So we're using that long breath. Inhale to lower the leg, exhale to lift the leg. 2 more rounds. Okay, so leaving the arms where they are, I'm just going to switch your legs over. So now you're going to have the opposite leg flat, taking the other leg and placing the foot on the floor, just making sure your chin is tucked in. So here, maybe just take a breath, and then on the exhale, you're going to lift the legs and lower the arms back down by your side. So inhaling, exhale, lift that leg. So as we're lifting, we're engaging the muscles. We might even be pushing the back into the mat, yeah? If this doesn't feel good for your lower back, then I suggest that you don't do it. You know, if you've got very strong tummy muscles, you may even want to do it with a double leg. But it's quite early in the morning, so it's up to you how far you want to go. Okay. So you decide what your lower back can manage and how strong your tummy is. I'm going to leave that to you, that's your decision. But this is a nice morning, waking in the tummy muscles up. It's like a nice morning movement. It's not too strong and it's kind of doable, but you're still working those tummy muscles there. Okay, so you're going to exhale, you're going to lower the arms back down. You're going to bring the feet to the floor, you're going to have your chin tucked in. Actually, the arms are going to be by your sides. And we're going to come into a lying twist. You can have the eyes closed here. It's quite nice just to chill out with the eyes closed. And it's up to you whether you're going to drop the knees to the side or whether you want to take your knees in over your tummy and then drop your knees to the side from that position, which is a lot more intense in the upper back. Yeah, for me it is anyway. So you decide which way you want to go, but whichever way, we know that we need to twist on the inhale. So before we even start to move, we're going to inhale. And then on that exhale, drawing that tummy in as we drop the knees to the side. You can rotate the head in the opposite direction if you want to. Inhale back to centre. Exhale, dropping the knees to the other side, rotating the head in the opposite direction. Inhale back to centre. Okay, so we're going to do 5 more on each side. I'm going to do it with my knees over my tummy. Just making sure on that exhale you're twisting. If your knees are over your tummy, think about your shoulders. Bringing your shoulders towards the floor, just gently working them towards the floor. So just making this the last one on each side, just making sure that you're even and you've not done one extra twist on one side. So just make sure that you've done the same number, okay? And then just bring the legs back to centre. Bring the arms down. You can leave the legs where they are, because we're going to just take them overhead now. Well, not overhead, but we're going to take them straight up. Yeah, so when you're ready, you're going to inhale. You're going to take the legs all the way up. You're going to see if you can straighten your legs. Imagine that you're hooking your toes over a bar. And we're going to try and get those legs as straight as we can. And then you're going to exhale, bring the legs back down, okay? If you can, you're going to add in a nice little overhead arm movement, just to give the upper back a bit more of a stretch, some movement. So when you're ready, inhaling, taking your legs up, make sure your chin is tucked in, hooking those feet over the bar. Exhale, bring the knees in over tummy, taking the arms back down. Okay, so you're going to do it 5 more times. And again, really making sure that you're using your tummy muscles on the exhale. Every exhale, we should be engaging. have the eyes closed if you want to. I've got my eyes open, but you can close yours. Last one. And then bring the feet to mat. And then just stretching the legs out, coming into a Shavasana position. So feet mat width apart, feet completely relaxed, flopping out to the sides. And if you want to, you can place your hands on your tummy for this relaxation. It's not classical Shavasana, but that's okay. Hands on the tummy. We're just going to take a couple of rounds of breath here, where we inhale for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds, however long you can. You're going to pause, and then you're going to exhale, and then you're going to pause. Okay. So when you're ready, take a nice inhale, pausing, then exhaling. And if you want to blow out for your straw breath, you can. Pause, inhale, pause, exhale. Pause. So you get the idea. You just work with your own breath length. And see if you can make that exhale slightly longer than the inhale each round. So finish the round that you're doing and then take one more round after that.